Hai guys, back again with me Gilang. Di sini kita mau lanjut lagi untuk Hellblade Senua Sacrifice. Kemarin kita sudah selesaikan dua trial, Labyrinth sama Swamp. Sekarang kita masih ada dua trial lagi, Odin trial yang harus kita eh, lanjutin untuk dapetin pedangnya. Oke, itu kayak tuh. Eh?
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise. He was fair of feature. He spoke fair words. He gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Oke. Ini kita di tower kayak. Oke. Oke. Ini nggak bisa.
The bridge. You've come this far, but the bridge is broken. There's no way you can fix it. What do you do now, Senua? Ask is here to watch you fail again.
What the?
Where are we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world. It's lighter. It's nicer. I like it here.
What the?
Let's stay here. I like the way it's safe here. It's calm here. It's light here. It's nice. The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Baldur's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Dillion, don't forget. You can feel it. You need the runes to fight Dillion. You need Dillion. He's waiting for you. He always said he's close. He cares about you. You can feel he's close. He loves you. You can feel his love calling you. Dillion. Dillion, we're here. Dillion. We're nearly here. Open the gate. She can't. Open the gate. It's locked. Try harder. She can't. The gate. She can't. She can't. She will. She'll find. She will.
Okay.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It's not safe. Dillion. There he is. There he is. What are you waiting for? Quick, find a way. Find him. Go through him before he disappears. Dillion, don't lose him. Slip away too many times. You always let him disappear. Dillion, there he is. Quick.
Hey.
Where is he? Where's he gone? We're in the wrong world. He's not here. She's in the wrong world. He's not in this world. He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark. The dark world.
Okay.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Baldur, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldur's mother, is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? I did not ask the mistletoe, Baldur's mother confesses. I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
Dillion's the only reason she's still alive. You can't go up there. You can't go up there. Not in this world. No. Not in this world. You can't. Dillion saved her. You owe your life to Dillion. You owe everything to him. He was the only one that really...
Why isn't he here?
He did love her.
He's gone. He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you.
Remember Dillian?
Do you remember?
Do you remember the sound of his voice? Dillian undoes the curse.
What does it feel like to feel love so strong?
Senua.
He saw who she could be. He saw who she really was. He saw the warrior within.
We spend our lives searching for the meaning in life, and we ask the gods for guidance. But the truth to life is revealed when we can face death without fear. How can the gods understand us if they refuse to die themselves?
Do you remember what it was to touch him?
Oh, nggak bisa.
You broke him. You killed him. I couldn't see the darkness within you.
There he is.
Where are you taking
He's
us?
up there.
He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way. There is a way up there.
Okay.
She can do it. You're nearly there. She'll find the way. Scorched it, strangled it, flattened it.
The curse cannot be undone.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands.
Was it worth it?
And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Okay.
He led you astray. You should have listened to your father when you had the chance. Why didn't you listen to him? This love has tortured you, and it tortures you.
Duh.
You have blood on your hands. You are guilty. You will always be guilty. Was it worth it? Nobody will love her now. Can you remember what life feels like? Look what happens to the thing she loves. She destroys the thing she loves. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. You're cursed.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies.
Your love because he believed
She's
in
put
you.
next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
She knew best. She thought she had light within her when she was younger. She is pure darkness.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between
Your
two
curse
worlds.
is claimed, Dillian.
That of Zinbel and her past,
He didn't
and Dillian,
He was kind.
a future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
Dillian doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
Oh.
Look what happens to the things you love.
loves you. Do you remember the smell of his neck?
Oke.
He's the reason she keeps fighting. Do you remember how he made you feel? All about wasting your time, just delaying minute by minute by minute. What does she think she's doing? You're special. She thinks she can.
They mean nothing.
Being special. Waste of time. Could all be a waste of her time.
What if the gods are just
Playing.
What if the gods are laughing at us?
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of Hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Dillion didn't believe in the curse. Dillion believed in you.
You have no chance.
Nobody will love you again.
Ever again.
You kill the things you love with your curse.
I kill the things that are most precious to you.
Dillion didn't deserve this.
Do you know? Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillion's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead.
How does that make you feel?
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work?
You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere.
Everywhere. What if they're not real? What if they don't actually make sense?
If they're a trick.
The gods were lying.
If you think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Balder's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down and turned these bonds to iron and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Oke.
He saw that she was strong.
Oke, kayaknya ada yang miss nih satu.
What does it feel like to be in love?
Oke.
You're cursed. Everything gets broken in the end.
You've killed him with your love because he believed in you.
Dillion!
There he is.
Dillion never much cared for the underworld and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillion's arms,
She's not.
learned to see the world through his eyes.
She's steady. She can
Slowly,
do it.
the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Breathe. Be very, very careful.
Oke.
You've come this far. Don't make him slip away. No, Bridge. And there's a long way to fall. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him. Just come to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking you from the inside. You're disappearing one memory.
Yes. Oke guys, that's it untuk episode Tower Shot Trial. Berarti tinggal satu trial lagi untuk dapetin pedang Odin Grim Grammar. Thank you teman-teman yang udah nonton episode dari awal atau yang sudah ikutin season playlistnya dari awal. Hellblade Senua Sacrifice. Please subscribe and hidupin lonceng notifikasi ya. Like and share video ini kalau teman-teman suka. Bye bye.